Hello and welcome to Racers Now. It's the usual Thursday night. Well, it's not. It's Friday morning. Looking forward to the Saturday racing on Saturday, the 24th of August at York and Goodwood and possibly at Windsor as well. SD, how are you?
Oh, very good this morning. Very, very good. Off to Newmarket today. Off to Newmarket.
We're almost certain to have some signal problems as we go in this one. We're both victims of it this morning. Right, starting at York on Saturday, the 150 is the Strensel Stakes, Group 3 over 9 furlongs. Not many 9 furlong races. I thought this was pretty straightforward, to be honest. See the Fire is coming into form, and most of the others are either going out of form and or trying the wrong trip. Al Yanabi is clearly going backwards. Enfajar comes here from Handicap Company and needs to improve probably half a stone. Task Force is tripless and winless this year. Haunted Dream might be the main threat, yet he's 12-1, so he's half interesting, and the rest just aren't good enough. So See the Fire for me, a career best effort last time in the Group 1. Nassau behind Opera Singer, thought she'll be shorter than 11-4. She's actually 3-1, so she's a bet for me. See the Fire.
Carpet, See the Fire. I mean, second in a Group 1 last time in the Nassau, down to Group 3 level, and you're looking at the second favourite against her, which managed 4th of 5 in a listed race last time. It's a clear bet. See the Fire here. Task Force, I agree with you. Probably trying the wrong trip. Maybe the threat is from Phantom Flight rather, who probably found 12 furlongs too far. I'm not sure 9 furlongs round here would be his cup of Darjeeling, however.
Yeah, we both agree on See the Fire. Nice and quick there. On to the 225. This is the Melrose, which is basically the Ebor, but for the 3-year-olds. It looks the most open race of the week. When I last looked, there was 5 horses between 7 and 10-1. Wide open.
And you don't do handicaps. They're too hard for you, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yes.
Dramatic Star was backed, very well backed, serious money at Haydock, and unfortunately slipped on a greasy surface. And but you can put a line through that run. But I think a mark of 87 is very, very, very tractable indeed here. I think he's been laid out for the race by the King of Yorkshire. He may well be favourite, but I think he's a worthy favourite. And I just thought he would win. I thought he was especially unexposed off this mark. I mean, he's probably a group horse.
He might be unexposed, but he got beat 93 lengths last time.
Well, he was pulled up after slipping on the bend. I mean,
I'm winding you up.
Yes.
Right, yeah, no bet for me in that, but it does look. It's always a good race, and obviously always a signal towards next year, etc. But yeah, Dramatic Star for SD.
I don't like the race. I think 3-year-olds should be allowed to run in the Ebor.
We're going to come on to that. Maybe last year I wouldn't have agreed with you, but this year I probably would. I'm going to come on to that. On to the 3 o'clock, City of York Stakes. I've already put up audience anti-post for this one at 7-2. I fancied it. I said I fancied it, and it seems to have worked out okay to this stage. He is around 7-4 at the moment. I don't see why he can't go and win again. Trip, ground, all fine. Okay record at York. I think he just wins. Kinross hasn't ran well on turf this year at all, and surely doesn't want this quick ground. There is some possible rain forecast, don't get me wrong, but it's currently quick. He doesn't want that. Audience is at least £12 clear on official ratings of all of his rivals in this. He's £12 clear of Kinross for a start. He doesn't carry a Group 1 penalty for his win earlier in the year. They know what to do with Audience. They messed around last year, didn't know what to do. Now they know what to do. This is perfect for him.
I think the other horses know what to do. The jockeys need to listen in this. Rough the bugger up. If you rough it up, you can get it beat.
Kinross isn't a horse to do that type of work.
What do you mean?
Like, Kinross isn't going to go forward and eyeball him from,
I'm not saying Kinross. I'm just saying
someone might.
That some of the others might just try it.
Well, they definitely didn't at Goodwood.
Well, exactly. Audience was came into the straight. Audience was odds on. It was a complete farce of a race, and Kinross ran as well as could be expected in the circumstances. Kinross's record at York, even on fast ground, is he's won the last 2 renewals of this, and I think this thing could win here. I think if they rough Audience up, I think Kinross has absolutely everything going for him, and I thought they might just upset audience, who I think might be a bit of a crybaby if he doesn't get his own way.
Oh, he's got a quirk in him. That is for sure. I just saw this as possibly Art Power leading, audience being second, right behind him, and yeah, just travelling all over him and going on to win. That was how I saw it. But look, 7-4 now. We're on at double that price, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Right, on to the Ebor, the big handicap of the weekend. There was only 28 horses in this race on Monday at the 5-day stage, and there's a maximum field of 22, and 22 were actually declared. The lowest rated horse in this race is 86. Forza Orta, who was due to run earlier in the week, has got into this race off 86. SD alluded to it earlier. Should we let 3-year-olds run? They changed that a few years ago, whacked the prize money up. And as many racers in the racing calendar of all different types, struggling for runners.
I think there's a few things to bear in mind here. We all remember Aiden's great training performance back in 2001 when Mediterranean won this as a 3-year-old. Give the Slip did the same, Tuning did the same for the great Henry Cecil, and old San Martino and Clark and well, San Martino handed up over hurdles to David Nicholson, for those who remember. This phenomenon of group horses in handicaps is a fairly recent thing. You'll remember old horses like Malotti and all those used to run in this. Not in this, but in top handicaps, and it is quite refreshing that some of the lower ones get the chance to run in. They should be going for 3-year-olds and upwards. I don't have a problem with it. You know, the likes of what was that horse? Old Red would never have won the Cesaro-ish, would he, back in '95? With the current recency thing of putting top horses in handicaps. Now there is a school of thought that the good ones are going to Australia. You know, Docklands has gone to Australia. Nellie Laylax, who's won a few at Haydock, has gone to Australia. That is a worry, but just open this bloody thing up.
No, I don't agree with it, because then you're just doing away with the Melrose straight away.
Why? Well, good.
Well, the lowest rated horse 2 years ago in the Ebor was 100. The year before that was 101.
Yeah, this is a recency bias. That's all it is.
Yeah, and the year before that was 99. Now, obviously they've changed the conditions of the race, but yeah, they've just not got it enough.
It's hardly a fuck me moment, is it?
No, but imagine. But this, I think, this is a win and you're in for the Melbourne Cup. So if Forza Orta off 86 wins, this is in the Melbourne Cup. I think.
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
I'd love that. Right. On to what we think wins. I think you get an upset in this, can't you?
Yes.
I think this race is capable of producing an upset. Kihavah has a very good record at York. You could forget last time when he was second in the Magnet Cup. He's subsequently been second to our old friend Castle Gandolfo over hurdles. Actually, second in the John Smith's Cup. 10th in the John Smith's Cup. That was over 10 furlongs. This thing's a 14 furlong horse. He was second back at the Dante meeting to Crystal Delight over 12 furlongs. I think 14 furlongs brings out more improvement in him. He's a previous course winner. He's won here a couple of times, and in what wouldn't be the strongest renewal, a mark of 95 makes a bit of appeal to me. He's a huge price at 50, and I think he can go very, very well. Just watch Wise Eagle back last time for Adam Nicol, who trains in Sea Houses. Sea Houses is the home of a terrible disaster back in 1994 when jockeys Alan Merrigan and Ridley Lamb, who of course rode the Thinker to win the Gold Cup, drove off the pier and unfortunately passed away. But some good news for Sea Houses here in that I think Wise Eagle's got a chance. Just look at his race last time over 14 furlongs when he was third here at 50-1. He travelled like the winner, and it's not the first time he's done that. You know, he's a very, very good horse. This at his peak he was rated. Well, he is at his peak. He's rated 107. He's won a handicap at Musselburgh last year. Beat him Metier, and the likes of Yukon Glen. That was a decent race. And again, at double carpet, I'm more than happy to play him.
2 good cases made at 2 big prices for SD. I'm on Epic Poet. He is near the top of the market, or at the top of the market. I've just had him.
You're having a bet in a handicap, sir. Have you?
I am.
Are you going to get a rash?
Yes, it's not usually my type of race, the Ebor, but I just this Epic Poets run in the John Smith's Cup did virtually everything wrong and still finished 5th, pretty much on the bridle. It was remarkable he managed to finish that close. Really wildly unlucky, and I've just thought he's an Ebor horse since then. I think Dave
O'Meara. Stay?
I hope he stays. I don't know if he will stay. We'll find out. He stayed a mile and a half. This is a try at a mile and 6. He's been kept for this since then. Yeah, everything went wrong. He's 8-1. I'm going to give him a go win only.
Okay.
Right, moving on. You did have a couple of bets at Goodwood. You've now got less bets at Goodwood because of the weather. Talk to me about that, SD.
It's going to piss down at Goodwood. If you're going to Goodwood tomorrow, you're going to need. Well, I think Ed Harkle's going to need an arc. To be quite honest, it's going to be. I'm afraid it's going to be damp on the downs tomorrow.
So there's only 5 runners in there. Celebration Milo, Group 2. I don't like this race.
Look, the point with the Celebration Mile is the pattern was defecated on some years ago when York decided to muscle in and put the Strensel on. The Strensel was traditionally held at the next meeting in September. And for reasons unknown, and for reasons completely unknown why the BHA allowed it, they put the Strensel on the same day. You've got a 10 furlong race at Windsor as well. It affects the Celebration Mile, which used to be a fantastic race. Surely the bet is poker face, isn't it?
He's practiced that one.
Yes, I did. Loves a bog. Once a mile, was second to Charing earlier this year. It's 13-2. I think you're going to get some horses withdrawn. Play the bloody Rule 4s here because Poker Face should go very well. He's amongst the best horses in the race. He's officially rated the highest in the race. What did Lead Artist do? Well, he won a bit of a muddling affair last time, didn't he? Beating King's Gambling Task Force. But I think this rain has come at the right time for Poker Face.
So SD has tipped up one horse that got beat 93 lengths last time and another horse that was pulled up last time. We're talking about flat horses here as well. Good luck. Anything else at Goodwood, SD, or are we moving on to Windsor?
I think it's worth... what I would say, and I hope he doesn't run it if it pisses down, I was going to put... I was very impressed with this horse, Tabiti Up, and the Prestige. Watch its first run. It's a bloody good horse, this thing. I don't think they'll risk it on soft ground, though, and I wouldn't be in a rush to back him. But just keep an eye on that one for the future. But yes, Windsor, the Great Winter Hill Stakes, which was here.
Good race.
Yeah, it is a good race. It's a nice race, this. And
much better than the Celebration. Much better.
I wanna take my Prospero on. You know, he's just a bit exposed now, isn't he? He got beat last time, and Persica, who actually I think he ran the last 3 or 4 furlongs quicker than City of Troy did in the Derby. Okay, it was a different distance, but it was still from a time perspective very, very good. Saying Persica was running off a mark of 92.
I think it was the same distance, just a handicap.
No, it wasn't. It was 10 furlongs.
Yeah, at Sandown, 10 furlongs is what they run the Eclipse over.
Yeah. Oh, was it the Dart? I forget the start. Anyway, basically, Persica's. Yes, apologies. Persica's time was very, very good, and I think they had him in the Strensel. They've come here quite sensible. Persica's last couple of wins have been on good soft ground. There's quite a bit of rain forecast at Windsor. I'd have had Persica favourite here, especially with the 3-year-old allowance. You do love it when I mention
that's 3 times
the 3-year-old allowance, don't you?
My Prospero definitely prefers softer ground, so if the rain does come down south, he will definitely enjoy that rather than the good to firm he got at Goodwood last time. Bracken's Laugh, I know you put that up at ADOC a couple of weeks ago, SD. Didn't run, so nothing was lost. But
somebody told me their big target is a race in France. I don't know how true that is. I know Richard Hughes had a winner last night, didn't he, in that Feral Racing League?
He's had a wind up as well, so he's first time after a wind up. Bracken's Laugh, but yeah.
I just had Persica battered and penciled in after that lovely.
He's had a productive season, that Percy Cut. I like him. He's had a good season.
Yes. Good card at Windsor tomorrow. I'm not anywhere tomorrow. I'm at Newmarket today and Yarmouth on Sunday, and Mick Walsh will be at Redcar tomorrow and York.
Very good. Well,
and so will BK.
The Friday preview of York is up. I fancied a couple there, so hopefully we can turn a profit there. Plenty of bets to be had on Saturday. It's been a busy old week on races now, and of course,
awful.
We will be back next week with York in our rearview mirror. Thanks for watching.
The Bedley Bullet.